Is Miss Bryce, and I'm the Deputy Faculty Leader for Humanities, and I'm going to be talking to you about ancient history in Year 10. We'll be talking about what students cover in terms of the content, how they'll be assessed, what homework is set, and what resources we have on offer to support students. First thing that's really important to mention is that we study the OCR Ancient History course. So if you're looking for any extra resources, the places to go will be at the OCR website. Just to give you an introduction to ancient history and why it's such an important subject and what students will get out of studying it in Year 10 and Year 11. Ancient history is a really interesting and engaging subject. It helps students to understand how and why people live the way they do. Today, through the study of ancient history topics, students gain vital key skills such as problem solving, analysis of evidence, empathy, and teamwork. These are really essential skills, not only for the study of ancient history and other subjects in the school, but also for any career that students may wish to pursue in the future. What content will students learn in Year 10 Ancient History? Well, the GCSE is divided into different units. There are 4 in total. In Year 10 Ancient History, students will learn about Alexander the Great and the Persian Empire. Alexander the Great, they'll learn about the character, beliefs and motivations of Alexander, his key campaigns, the reasons for his expeditions and the main battles. They'll also look at the really significant events that occurred in Alexander's life, and they'll look at the Macedonian army under Alexander. The second unit they study in Year 10 is the Persian Empire. And within that unit, they'll learn about the rise of the Persian Empire under Cyrus the Great. They'll learn about Cambyses, Smerdas, and the ascension of Darius. They'll then learn about the reign of Darius the Great, Xerxes I, and the Greeks. Both units our students find incredibly interesting, and through the scheme of work, they gain a real insight into these 2 topics in ancient history. How is the course assessed and when are the assessments? Well, each unit will have assessment points where students will answer questions taken from past exam papers. The assessment points will be placed strategically throughout the year so students are not overwhelmed. They won't have to sit a full exam paper until their Year 10 mock. Instead, we'll take sections of the ancient history exam paper and students will attempt different sections at different times. In term 6, there will be a Year 10 mock which will be on Greece and Persia. At the end of Year 11, there'll be 2 1-hour, 45-minute exams. Each exam is worth 50% of their overall grade. There is no coursework for ancient history. Just to give you an idea about what to expect in the mock exam, there'll be a total of 5 questions. We can see they range in marks. So it begins with a 4-mark factual question. You don't need to write in sentences, you can just use bullet points. There's then a 6-mark outline question, where again, we are just assessing knowledge and understanding. We then develop the skills that are being tested in questions 3, 4, and 5. So question 3 is a 10-mark question. You have 5 marks for knowledge and understanding, and we have 5 marks for AO3, which is analysing and looking at something in a historical context. We then have question 4, which is testing all of the assessment objectives, looking at a judgment, analysing sources, and demonstrating knowledge and understanding. And then we have the big question, question 5, which is an essay question, which is 25 marks in total. The type of homework that will be set by students. So all homework will be set on Google Classroom. There'll be a range of homework that will test both content and skills. So some of the homework that will be set will be revision work, particularly if there is an exam coming up, but there will also be exam questions. And a lot of the homework that is set is looking particularly at sources and how to analyse, evaluate and understand historical sources from ancient history. In the build-up to a mock exam or an assessment, students will be asked to create revision resources to help go over key content. There is a real range of support that's offered to students on the course. All resources and lessons can be found on the Humanities School Weebly. So if a student misses a lesson, or if they want to catch up or go over something, they just have to log on to the Humanities School Weebly, click on Key Stage 4 and find Ancient History, and all of the lessons will be uploaded there. There are past papers as well on the Weebly if students want to complete extra exam questions, and examiners' reports for each of the assessment points to help students have a really good understanding of what to expect when that assessment point is coming up. If students want to challenge themselves, there's a Stretch and Challenge tab on the Ancient History VLE, which they can visit regularly and which is regularly updated. There has been a real excellent range of resources that have been created by Mr. Major, the ancient history teacher, to support students on the course. These include glossary of key words, exam guidance sheets, skills sheets, and revision guides. And I know that students have found these absolutely invaluable. So please do encourage students to ask Mr. Major for these extra support sheets if they don't already have them. How is progress monitored? Well, students will be internally assessed through in-class assessment points. All assessments are taken from past paper exams and are marked using OCR-specific mark schemes. The grades will then be generated using the percentages that OCR have used in the past. I hope that this has given you a little bit more of an insight into what students will cover in Year 10 in Ancient History. If you do have any more questions, then please feel free to email me, Miss Bryce, at Cotham School. Thank you very much.